Welcome back to another episode of Senior Scene on your hometown station, 1430 WNAV. I'm Joshua Killian, social media producer with the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities. Today, my guest is Jennifer Jackson, ADA coordinator for the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities. Welcome to Senior Scene, Jen.
Thanks, Josh.
And the event we're talking about today is a Disability Awareness Day, often hosted by the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities. Could you tell our listeners about the event and its purpose?
Of course. So this is a longstanding event now, an annual tradition where we, as a Department of Aging and Disabilities, along with the Commission on Disability Issues, take the time out to recognize individuals, businesses, and organizations that have contributed and supported the disability community. So this is a good opportunity for us to highlight the work that's been done over the past year to improve the lives of people with disabilities.
Well, that's wonderful. What can our attendees expect from this event? And are there any activities or programs planned?
Yes, so this is like a three-part program. The first part, our main part, which is our award ceremony, which is where we recognize an honoree, which is an individual or a business who has gone above and beyond to advocate for or support people with disabilities. And then we have different award categories where we can recognize different nonprofits, businesses, um, and individuals in the areas of accessibility, employment, and public service. We do always include entertainment. We last year, like we had Vitals for Freedom, and we had Sunny Separetti from musical Altice who performed some songs for us. And then lastly, we also have exhibitors available from all across Anne Arundel County who have a number of services and resources uh, targeting families and people with disabilities.
Well, it sounds like a very enriching experience. Could you tell us more about who this event is attended or intended for and if it's open to the entire community?
Yeah. So this is a public event and we encourage everyone to come out. Of course, we want to invite those from the disability community, but we also like to invite members of the public who don't have a disability, just so they can get the exposure and improve their awareness, learn about the things that are out there in the case that maybe they know someone with a disability and can let them know that, hey, these programs are available. And again, just promote the inclusion and support for people with disabilities.
Well, I think it's fantastic that the department has an event that's creating a platform for just sharing experiences and knowledge. How can our listeners get involved and participate in Disability Awareness Day?
So if anyone needs more information, they can reach out to the ADA office. Our save the date has gone out. It is scheduled for Saturday, October the 28th from 10 to 12 at the Westfield Annapolis Mall. So anyone who needs more information or maybe they want to volunteer, they can always reach out to the office at 410-222-4383.
And lastly, for any of our interested listeners, could you just leave us with some final thoughts and, of course, remind us one last time of the theme, date, and location of the event?
Sure. So Disability Awareness Day, we normally hold it in celebration of the National Disability Employment Awareness Month. And essentially, that is a month that has been set aside to recognize the inclusion of people with disabilities in the workplace. And all of the things, the laws and things that have been put in place to help promote access and inclusion for people with disabilities who we know typically are underemployed, because unfortunately there's still a lot of stigma surrounding their ability to work and contribute to society the way that someone without a disability does, which we know to not be true. So this is our time to recognize that. This year, the theme is access and equity, then, now, and in the future. And it's really focusing on the passage of the Rehabilitation Act, which was the kind of foundation for the Americans with Disabilities Act that was later passed in 1990. It was the first law that helped to improve access and address the discrepancies and the disconnect between people with disabilities and those without.
Well, thank you, Jen, so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm always happy to be here.
If you have any questions about today's show, or if you'd like to learn more about any of our programs, please feel free to contact the Department of Aging and Disabilities at 410-222-4257, or visit us online. We also encourage everyone to register for our Senior Activity Center programming, which can be found on our website, aacounty.org/senior-center. Please remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at AACO-DOAD, and on our YouTube channel at Arundel Seniors. You catch Senior Scene first, only on 1430 WNAV. And remember to tune into full episodes on our YouTube channel at Arundel Seniors on Thursdays at 10 a.m. This has been Joshua Killian, social media producer with the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities, and you've been listening to Senior Scene on your hometown station, 1430 WNAV.